Breaking news, guys. Malo Gusto, he does know where the goal is. I never thought I would see this guy score. And I can't believe I'm saying this. We got a Gusto goal before GTA 6. If you know, you know. Welcome back to Behind the Dugouts, guys, for your match reaction of Chelsea 3, Wolves 0. And that is how it should have gone in the Carabao Cup. Against a struggling Wolves team sitting bottom of the league. They don't even have a manager now. That is how it should have went. And we're going into this international break, sitting second in the league. The worst position that we can finish by the end of the weekend, I believe, is third. So we're sitting in that top four. And this is where we should be. And the performance today, it was a tale of two halves, definitely. And before we get into it, guys, if you are enjoying the content, smash up the likes, subscribe if you are new, and let's chat Chelsea, man. And this game, let's start with this game. So it was a tale of two halves, like I said. And I'm not going to dive too deep into it because I'm going to save that for my series, The Aftermatch. And if you are new to the channel, The Aftermatch is a series that I do after my match reactions, where I highlight a few areas that I've noticed in this game, positive or negative, give you my opinions on it. But more importantly, it's an opportunity for you guys to get in those comments, highlight an area that you've noticed in this game. I'll bring it up in the video and give you my thoughts and opinions on it. But this game was the tale of the two halves, but not in the traditional sense. Normally, when you say tale of two halves, it's one half is poor, one half is great. But for me, the first half was only poor for part of the team. I thought defensively, we were solid throughout the game. I thought the back line was brilliant. Sanchez was brilliant. We shut Wolves out completely. No real mistakes. I don't even think Wolves had a shot on target. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But from my recollection, I don't remember them hitting the target at all. So defensively for me, across the game, we were superb. But attackingly, in that final third, in that first half, dead, man. Absolutely dead across the board. I mean, Garnacho, who had a really, really good game, we'll get onto him in a bit. He was trying things in the first half, putting in crosses. Nobody there, not really going to anyone, nothing of real promise. And the thing is, I can't even blame it on the low block because the low block was there, they were playing it. We were still creating chances, man. We were still getting in behind. Garnacho had one pretty much right at the beginning of the game. Scuffed it, didn't go in, but we were still creating chances against this low block. It was just dead. The attack was just awful. And that's pretty much how the whole first half went. We went into the second half, go in half time. Maresca whips out the wooden spoon, smacks up some people, gives them a bit of a bollocking, and we come out in the second half and we just look so much better. The attacking threat is there. Garnacho still doing what he was doing in the first half. The likes of João Pedro, Pedro Neto, and Delap, they got a little bit more involved in the game. I think Delap was a bit out of it. In totally honesty, I don't think he could get too much into the game. He was holding it up a little bit better in the second half, but nothing of real importance. But again, he's coming back off a long injury, so I'm expecting it's going to take him a few games to find a bit of form. But Garnacho is down on that left-hand side. He puts in another one of those crosses, a pinpoint cross. And yes, Malo Gusto heads it in the back of the net and we are 1-0 up. And now we're looking to kick on. Now we're looking to turn. Can we go for the jugular? Can we go out and get more goals? Because we don't want to be sitting on a 1-0, not against Wolves. And not in general, because I hate sitting on a 1-0. I don't think we can hold a 1-0. So I want us to go out and go and win, go get some more goals. And there was one change. There was one change that caused that to happen. It was a catalyst for everything in that second half. The 60th minute, Estevão comes on for Liam Delap. And that was it, man. That was the game changer. This kid injected speed, intensity, energy, creativeness, magic, just pure magic, man. He's on the field for like 30 seconds and he's broken down the right-hand side, skins the defender, cuts the ball back. João Pedro is there to tap it in. It's 2-0. The kid is magic. He is. And it's, yeah, he's 18, whatever, and it's hard not, you don't want to put too much pressure on the kid, but this kid can handle it, man. Because he comes onto this pitch and he just completely changes the game. Completely. Now we're sitting 2-0. talking about another player in this midfield pivot, and it's not Caicedo. I thought Caicedo had an okay game. I also think Caicedo picked up a bit of a knock in the game, which kind of hindered his performance a little bit. He wasn't moving as freely as he normally would. So I'd be interesting to see some, Maresca's thoughts on the game and see if there was anything of note on Caicedo, because it definitely looked like something was going on there. But Enzo Fernandez, man. Enzo Fernandez, he didn't get an assist, didn't get a goal today, but what he did was dictate that game. He controlled that middle of the park. The balls he was playing, the constant work rate, the aggression, he was crashing the box. He was freaking everywhere. And then we talk about the ball to Garnacho, who's picking it up. Enzo's picking it up like on the edge of our box. First time whip out to Garnacho down that left side, who absolutely rinses their defender for pace. Gets in behind, breaks onto the left side of the box. A beautiful pinpoint pass into the path of Pedro Neto, who's bombing the box, and it is a tap-in. We are cruising. It is 3-0. The attack is looking so much better, and the game ended in the best way possible, man. A complete dominant performance. And like I said, Wolves didn't really do much. They tried. They tried to engage that press again, especially in that second half. They tried to come at us. But because we were suffocating them, they couldn't do it. We were pushing our back line up high. We were boxing them in their half. And then we were winning the ball back quickly. And we were breaking a lot quicker and making movements in that second half that they couldn't deal with. So they couldn't engage their press. And that is what worked so well for them in the Carabao Cup. And that's just due down to maybe the tactical switches that Maresca's made in here. Definitely the substitutes that come on. They definitely changed that and stopped Wolves from getting any kind of foothold into the game. And this leads me into my fraud watch. And today, there ain't no frauds for me. I only want to speak about 3 players, and that's all I want to highlight. And let's get into it. Right, as I mentioned, I don't have any fraud players in particular that I want to call out. Today, I'm just focusing on spotlight players and 3 players in particular. Enzo Fernandez is my first box. What a game from him. What a game, what a performance, dictating that midfield, spraying passes, aggressive challenges, just a dominating performance from him. And this is the kind of performance we want to see from Enzo Fernandez week in, week out. He has not gone on international duty because of the knee issue that he had a few weeks back that's still kind of plaguing him a little bit. So that's good for us because now he's going to have 2 weeks of rest, and hopefully we're going to have a fit Enzo Fernandez that is going to produce these kind of performances week in, week out. My second spotlight player, Garnacho. And like I mentioned, this was a toss-up for man of the match for me between Enzo and Garnacho. I thought Garnacho was superb, and he's slowly getting better game in, game out. He's racking up the goals. He's racking up the assists now, 2 in this game. Normally, he'll produce a bit of, moment of magic. He'll either score a goal or create an option that we get a goal from, and then he tends to go a bit missing. This game wasn't the case. From the first minute, he was looking lively all the way through to the end of the game to get the 2 assists for Gusto and Pedro Neto's goal. It was definitely close on the man of the match, but he was superb. And right now, we could potentially have 2 wingers competing for 1 spot, which is going to breed a lot of competition, which is only going to help them develop quicker. And that's what we need. If we can get Gittins and Garnacho to be producing the same level of performance week in, week out, at the top level, getting goals, getting assists, we will have a good left side, which we've not been able to say for a very, very long time. Lastly, Estevão Willian. What a player. Just absolute magic. And as I mentioned previously in this video, he was the catalyst for change. He absolutely changed this game when he stepped on that pitch. From the first second up until the end, he produced energy, quality, and just pure magic. And long may it continue. And this is a player not just for the present, for the future. And I know you all believe that too. But those are my 3 spotlight players, and I think they thoroughly deserve the limelight. Some honourable mentions. I just want to say Trevor Chalobah and Fofana Please keep it up. 2 back-to-back clean sheets, 2 back-to-back solid performances. I hope, like for me now, that is our pairing. And yes, I love Josh. I think he's a great player. But right now, for the sake of giving some solidness to that back line, giving some consistency, just stick with Fofana and Chalobah because they have been superb the last 2 games. And it is a little bit annoying that we do have this break now where they can't just keep continuing their form. But hopefully when we come back, they will be right back at it and back in that starting lineup together. But that is all from me, guys. What a solid performance. We've put ourselves in a great position going into this international break. And as I mentioned at the start of this video, I will be doing the aftermatch series probably out tomorrow. So get your comments in if there's anything you would like to discuss, anything you want to highlight about the game against Wolves. But for now, guys, take care of yourselves and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.